Yo, hello and welcome to the first episode of Wavetech Monthly. As most of you already know, I'm an admin on Wavetech, a highly technical survival Minecraft server with some of the most talented redstone engineers in the world. Making good YouTube content is surprisingly hard, and because of that, unfortunately most of the cool stuff that we're working on is not really showcased on YouTube for you to see. And that's why I decided to start this monthly series to showcase what we've been working on in that particular month. So let's go! Trinity cannons. So let's start with the most flashy project this month, which are the Trinity cannons. Basically, in 1.16, a bunch of our members hand-dug a perimeter, inside of which we then built a bunch of flower farms. However, unfortunately since 1.18, this was no longer a perimeter and the flower farms were not even producing the correct flowers, because now flower patterns are 3D. So we started wondering in a VC how we should redo this perimeter, and Trolley suggested that we should use Cubic Meter's orbital strike cannon. You know, the cannon that sends a nuclear warhead wherever you want. I instantly decided that this is the coolest idea ever and we definitely should do it, so we started doing some tests to see how effective it would be. Unfortunately, we pretty quickly realized that because the TNT was landing on the floor, it wasn't really reliable. A bunch of blocks were remaining, and we would basically have to run a 3D duper anyway. But then I had an idea that if we make the TNT explode right above the perimeter floor, like in a regular World Eater, then we could just keep sending more nukes lower and lower and lower until we got to the bedrock. And surprisingly, this actually turned out to work. In fact, it worked so well that we basically managed to turn Cubic's cannon, which was originally made as a griefing machine, into a fully automatic circle perimeter maker. So obviously, we used it to bring the flower farm perimeter down to the new bedrock level, which you can see right now. But then I also had a pretty simple idea, because I was bored. What if we make the kaboom 4 times bigger and make another perimeter? And that's basically what I did. I quadrupled the yield, changed the target to a random jungle, and started blasting. Each shot had over 23,600 TNT. And if you assume that Minecraft's TNT is 1 cubic meter of real-life TNT, and then multiply it by real-life TNT density, you get that each shot had an equivalent yield of 39 kilotons of TNT. For reference, the Trinity test was only 25 kilotons. Pathetic, Robert. Piston bolt upgrade. Hey, piston what? Most of you already know about the Wavetech piston bolt network designed by Roofro. It's great, and it still works even 4.5 years later. However, the technology has progressed a lot, and we finally decided that it's time to upgrade it. So Carrie, the girl boss engineer that she is, over the last couple of months designed a completely new bolt system and then set up all the sub-networks, intersections, and stations. This new network is insanely cool. Of course, it does everything that the old network could do, like player and chest minecart transportation, but it also has a bunch of other features like peer-to-peer transportation, which means that you can go from any station to any other station directly. In the old network, we would always have to return to the Nether hub first. The actual construction on SMP began at the start of January, and believe it or not, almost every single station has already been connected. Basically, the only locations that we still haven't built are the distant quarries, which unfortunately are outside of the Mega Nether perimeter, which means we will have to expand it a little until we can build them. Right now, the main focus of this project is on decoration and debugging, because it seems like the encoding isn't correct everywhere. And for example, if you're trying to go to trial divers, the network may send you to the fish farm instead. When this happens, we call it fish divers. Mega Nether perimeter. This month, we made a ton of progress at the Mega Nether perimeter. On December 27th last year, we launched the biggest nether quarry ever, which we call Los Santos. It was designed by Case, an insane slimestoner and a fellow Wavetech member. Oh yeah, we also have water in the nether. Watch Cubic's hellstorm cannon video if you're curious how. So the quarry has been running for an entire month already, and it mined over 52 million netherrack and 6,500 ancient debris. Very nice. When it finishes, it will have mined almost 250 million blocks in an area of 6,969 by 516. This quarry is the 10th expansion of the Mega Nether perimeter. However, it's too small for us to build a piston bolt network all the way to Mexico. That's why, basically a couple days after launching the quarry, we already started working on expansions 11 and 12. So I built a 1000 blocks wide Infinibore, and we only ran it for the first 528 blocks, so Yurei, a fellow Wavetech member, could work on clearing the lava and building the World Eater a bit quicker. After he's done with part 11, we'll continue running the rest of the Infinibore for part 12. Zoid's Jukebox. So this is a rather unknown project, which is why I really want to showcase it today. This month, Zoid finally managed to successfully run his encoded Jukebox. So what is it? Well, this is basically a fully functional node block music player made with vanilla redstone. Basically, you can encode custom node block songs that can be even several minutes long, and the machine will be able to store it, and then when you want to play a track, it will retrieve it from the storage and then decode and play the notes in real time. By the way, the song that's playing right now in the background is actually playing in game. This is not sped up. This is running on the redstone that we've built on SMP. Man, this machine is so useless for survival, but it's just so cool. I just love these kinds of projects. Server updates. So, time for some general server updates, which there have been a ton. First of all, this month we've opened applications and we accepted 13 provisional members. Congratulations to all 13, and let's see how they will contribute to the server. Second of all, we now have a 4th Wavetech admin, Velazar. Congratulations! Also, thanks to our Patreon's generous support, we were able to upgrade our server hardware, and because of that, we created a Patreon Skyblock server, which launched on January 31st. It's running on 1.21 with Carpet Sky editions, so it's mostly vanilla, just with a couple extra mechanics that allow more things to be obtainable in fun ways. Any tier patron can join, so if you want to support our server, hang out in a VC, or get your name built in the Wavetech logo perimeter, consider joining. Links are in the description. We also occasionally organize Patreon server tours, so if you're also interested in that, once again, check our Patreon. So now that the scripted part of the video is over, a couple of things from just me. I really want to continue this series. I don't want this series to come out every half a year like my regular videos, if you can even call them regular. Life has been tough. I have an actual job. I'm doing my master's, and it's really difficult, especially when you combine that with the fact that I also have to manage the server itself. Yeah, it's pretty difficult. So yeah, hopefully I will actually have motivation to work on this series and keep you updated on what's happening on Wavetech. So thanks. Subscribe. See ya. Yo, 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 yo! So Carrie, the absolute girl boss engineer that she is, over the last couple of months decided? Yeah, she decided the Piston Bolt network, yeah. She just made the Piston Bolt network out of her sheer will.